the ambition and the potential of Lloyd's is really remarkable. It's important in two ways. Obviously, there's the primary one you just mentioned, which is that the cheese grater would not have been built here had it not been for the proximity of this gigantic market and all the business that it brings. But then there's the more fundamental point, which is, after all, that without brilliant insurers, there would be no, we wouldn't be able to invest privately or publicly in the future of this city. And it's thanks to Lloyd's Insurance that you're going to see colossal developments in London over the next 10, 20 years. And the interesting thing now is what's happening in markets around the world. And all these people here are zooming off to carve out bigger slices for London from the growing pie in the developing markets. I think you've got to campaign for the city to be open to talent, and so you've got to look at what's happening to the visa regime, make sure that that's flexible and lets talent in, that you have a broadly competitive tax regime. You talk up the successes of a financial industry that doesn't deserve any bashing whatever. And I think that's perhaps the most important thing of all. In the last 4 or 5 years, we've seen a great sort of orgy of public hostility whipped up by unscrupulous politicians towards people in the financial sector in London. No doubt, loads of bankers made some very, very grave mistakes. But actually, here in the Lloyd's insurance market, there was no particular culpability for that. And on the contrary, it's a very, very successful example of British enterprise.